Cameo, right? Obviously, it's a website where you give your favorite wrestler money and they can wish you or someone of your choosing a happy birthday or congratulations on their wedding, graduation, whatever, right? But one thing I've always wanted to do was pay a wrestler for a cameo, but instead of the usual happy birthday stuff, just make it so painfully awkward and see how they deal with it. For example, hello, Mr. Undertaker. My child is being bullied in school. It's making his life incredibly difficult. He dreads waking up for school every morning and constantly tells me stories of how other kids are picking on him because he only has 13 subscribers. Could you tell him to stop being such a fucking pussy? It's getting embarrassing now. Or, hello, Mr. Ryback. I accidentally killed my neighbour's cat. Could you break the news to her? I feel like it'd soften the blow coming from you. Just like really, really awkward scenarios. And I was trying to think of one that would be good for this video when I remembered a video I saw from an old show on Sky about flying, where a load of people had their flights cancelled. So they interviewed a load of different people about their experience and how the airline dealt with it. And there was just this one lad they interviewed. I'm just going to play the clip.
I'm pretty chilled out about this, actually. I've had 5 pints of Guinness and my wife's just left me for another man. I can't mention her name. Jackie, oh, I'm sorry about that. So, actually, you know, the fact that it's a 4-hour delay on a flight doesn't bother me.
This is the energy I want to give off with requesting these cameos. With the help of our favourite wrestlers, we are going to win our ex-wife Jackie back. So now we need to decide which wrestlers we're going to pick to save our marriage. Already, one of the first options I'm looking at is an absolute bargain. What a steal. David Otunga. That's interesting. Sometimes I like to wonder, if I was a billionaire, right, and let's say I had all the money in the world, all the financial resources I need, what things would I still just never buy under any circumstances? And I feel like this is probably one of those things. Okay, never mind, I take that back. I've actually found something considerably worse. Considerably worse. The Boogeyman is an option, and I'm not going to buy it because as a child I was very scared of the Boogeyman, and as an adult I'm very scared of him too. Now there's a man, there's a man that could save a marriage. Unfortunately, he is out of my budget, so we're going to have to look elsewhere. Inactive. Who's inactive? Okay, I've done a bit of digging, and by digging I mean I just clicked into the profile, and inactive is actually Karrion Kross, but with hair. So make of that what you will. There's an option. There's an option. Magnum Ta, my favourite. I'm a big NWA fan, as you can see. Speaking of NWA, there's Nick Aldis. And don't get me wrong, Nick Aldis is very good at promos, but it just, a video message from Nick Aldis seems like the most depressing thing in the world. I feel like if you were to celebrate your 50-year anniversary of a marriage, right, and you were to send them a Nick Aldis cameo, even if they loved you for the last 50 years, I think you're probably divorced the next day. What's this? What the fuck is this? What is this? There's a mistake on the profile. That has to be a mistake, an error. Eric Rowan, you've got a mistake on your profile. Just letting you know, please fix it. Why does Vince Russo look like the character that we're portraying in this video? You know, on Facebook, the way when you upload a profile, you have an option of either choosing from your photo library, which is the option everyone picks, or just taking a profile pic right there and then. No notice, no fucks given, just banging out the front camera, the webcam, whatever it is, and just... And no one ever takes the option except for divorced dads, and they always look like that, and they always have that exact camera angle. I don't know why that makes me laugh as much as it does. Ace Austin is an option, but even though he is one of my favourite wrestlers, does that mean he'll necessarily be a good marriage counsellor? I don't know. You kind of have to use the head in this one. Here are 2 lads claiming to be wrestlers, but it's all fake wrestling, not the legit stuff that we're going after. This lad is called Loses He Face Vlad Mamania. Oh no, sorry, it's Brandon. We're at the very bottom of the list now. We're just pretty much looking to see who the cheapest cameo here is, and it's Christian Archer. Who's Christian Archer?
What's up, guys? It is the one and only Christian Archer, the star of Alabama Trampoline Wrestling.
Oh, of course. Alabama Trampoline Wrestling. How could I have forgotten? Well, Christian, tonight you are the chosen one. What's the occasion? I've just said other, because I don't really know what category this falls under. 2, Jackie. We're just going to say that the occasion is save my marriage. My wife Jackie left me. She's a die-hard Alabama trampoline wrestling fan. Ask her to come back. No pressure, Christian. I'm just paying you €2 to be my marriage counsellor, so good luck. It also asked me, what's something about Jackie you want Christian Archer to know? So I've just said, she used to watch Alabama trampoline wrestling 24/7 until her family intervened. Hooray! It's booked. For the next cameo, I've decided to go with independent wrestler Dan Barry. Mainly because I got a cameo from him before. When I joined a My Chemical Romance fan club, but I didn't know any songs at the time, so I didn't want to look out of place, so I asked him for his favourite My Chemical Romance song so I could fit in with everyone else.
My favorite My Chemical Romance song, and it has to be without a doubt Mambo No. 5.
I found the cameo really helpful. I fit in really well with the fan club, and they all just silently agreed with my choice. So we're going to get another cameo off Dan Barry. I tried looking for him in the wrestler section, but it turns out he's actually a pro wrestler, so that's why he didn't come up. But we'll continue. The occasion is making me look cool in front of my ex-wife. So this one is slightly different. Basically, we're pretending that we're longtime friends, and we're going to ask him to make up a story or a memory that we share that makes me sound very cool. This way it will impress our ex-wife Jackie, and she will come back to us. I've also said that my ex-wife is a die-hard Dan Barry fan. This will win her back, I'm sure of it. She watched one wrestling match, and it just so happened to be a Dan Barry match, and then after that she was like, well, that's enough wrestling for me. I'm pretty happy with that. So we've booked it. The rest of the requests are pretty much in the same vein as that, trying to make us sound cool to impress the ex-wife. We're getting one off Tenille, Dashwood and 2.0 because I love those men very much. Now it's time for me to step away, wait a couple of days, and see if they get back to us. Tenille Dashwood has rejected to help us out. She said, fuck your marriage, get a divorce. Christian Archer has let his cameo expire. It was quite an intense request, to be fair. But one duo who did get back to us in an attempt to make us look cool and hopefully save our marriage was 2.0. So let's see what they had to say.
Hey, Jackie.
Oh, yeah.
What's going on?
How are you?
This is great.
Nice to see
This
ya.
is great.
This is wonderful. Hey,
It is.
we wanted to stop in here and tell you a little bit of a story.
Yeah, a little bit of a story.
About your ex-husband, Jackie.
It was October, it was Halloween.
It was Halloween.
2011. And
That's true. 2011, back when I was 12.
your boys here, we were
on the road.
We're on the
As
road.
professional wrestlers do.
As we do.
Driving from town
After
to
a
town.
show.
After a show.
and we got into a little, I don't know if you want to call it an accident. It wasn't really an accident.
No. It was definitely a situation.
A situation.
It was a situation.
Where
So
we,
we are driving through, going down to make the towns, probably 2-3 a.m. in the morning, and it's time to stop for gas.
Yeah.
So as we're pulling into a gas station, the curb is
It was
exceptionally high.
It was very thick.
Exceptionally, very thick.
Yeah.
Thick is a good word.
Yeah.
As we pull into the gas station, our car hits the curb, cracks the oil pan.
Cracks the oil pan.
Oil,
Everywhere.
motor oil everywhere.
Now, this is
Just
a Sunday.
trail of motor oil.
This is a Sunday. You could go look it up.
Middle
right?
of the night.
October 31st.
Middle of the night.
You know?
So
2011. Nothing's open.
what do you do?
Guys? Nothing's open.
What do you do?
There's
You're
no,
in the middle of the night.
There's no garage that is open. It's a Sunday. Mm-hmm. Nothing's open.
Small town.
Small town.
So, and we're also in kind of the middle of nowhere, right?
Middle of
As
nowhere.
You,
You
know,
don't even understand.
The middle of nowhere. So, we have no choice but to spend the night in the
car.
gas station.
Yeah.
Sitting around in the gas station, just stranded.
Until a Good Samaritan
Good Samaritan.
came in. And that Good Samaritan is your ex-husband.
It is.
Your ex-husband.
You know what he did? He saw us sitting there, and we start getting to talking.
Yeah.
He's like, "What are you?"
He
guys
understood
doing
the
here?"
situation.
I see you just sitting there. What are
Yeah.
you doing? And we tell him the story.
Yeah.
You know, and he looks us dead
You know
in
what
the
he did?
eye.
He offered us a place to stay.
He said, "You know what, guys? You can come to my house.
Come to my house.
Come to my house.
Come to my house.
Spend the night."
They're doing a great job so far. This sounds exactly like me. Just oozing generosity.
Spend the night.
I will drive you over to your car, and we'll get
In the
to
morning,
a garage.
we'll make
I
an
know
order
a
for a
place.
garage. Oh, yeah.
I know a mechanic. Good friends with the mechanic, and he will hook you up in the morning. But for tonight, come on over. So we go.
What choice did
What
we have?
choice do we
had
have?
no choice.
What choice do we have?
The man made a pot roast.
A pot roast.
A pot roast
A
for
beautiful,
us.
delicious
It was
pot
delicious.
roast. Put a log on the fire, a pot roast, made some
chilly
tea,
outside.
and took care of us.
Great memories.
This is
Great
the man.
memories.
This is the man that is your
Yeah.
ex-husband.
Your ex-husband. What are you doing? Grow up. Stick it out.
Took
Yeah,
care.
we'll see.
Took care of two strangers.
Yep.
You missed out.
Have a good one.
You missed out! Ah!
If Jackie doesn't take us back after that absolute masterclass in storytelling, then she is not the one for us. But there is still one more cameo to go. So Dan Barry, the floor is yours.
Hi, Dan Barry here. This is very important that I share this with you. My good friend, Corporate Kean, wanted me to tell you a really good story about us. Because we go way back. Probably to forever ago. And I have a great story where, so we were out, just taking care of wildlife like we tend to do. The guys just go out, go to parks, and take care of the animals. Well, Kean came across, and you're gonna get sad for a second, a squirrel that wasn't doing that well, and I didn't think you could perform like CPR and mouth to mouth on a wild squirrel, but as it turns out, you can. And Kean nursed the squirrel back to life, and the squirrel then ran off and did squirrel things. I'm pretty sure he died shortly thereafter.
That's besides the point.
Squirrels don't have very long lifespans, but that's not the point.
Exactly.
The point is the effort and the gentle touch of giving mouth to mouth to a squirrel he found in a park. So I know you're his ex. This is the weirdest fucking thing I've ever done. But hey, if you ever want a man who will give a squirrel mouth to mouth,
and that's it. That's the end of the video. I don't think Jackie's coming back.